Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of One Credit Only here on Final Boss Fight. This time around we are going to be playing Tatio's classic puzzle game, Puzzle Bobble. It's a match 3 bubble shooting game which has become very sort of common and popular over the years, with many different versions and spin-offs and variations by differing companies. But this was pretty much the original and the classic. Had different game modes. This is a puzzle mode that I'm going to be playing through here, where you just basically have to clear the screen before the time runs out. The time runs out basically every 8 shots. The bubbles will move down 1 level, and if a bubble hits the bottom, you will lose, and that is game over. So what we've got here is obviously it's based on the 1986 game of Puzzle Bobble, with Bob and Bob and all the enemies in the bubbles at the top there. So it's a bit strange for an arcade game, because the original arcade game was actually released on 2 different arcade hardwares. The original game and Puzzle Bobble 2 were released on the Tatio B arcade system, but then also redeveloped by SNK for the Neo Geo system, which was a bit bizarre. Now, I mean, this game, I mean, the original Puzzle Bobble game was ported and had like sequels out of everything. I mean, I did a Puzzle Bobble episode in my old One Credit Only. I'll put a link below. But yeah, I mean, this game itself took on its own life, and it went on and had hundreds and hundreds of ports and tons of sequels across, you know, all systems from when it was released. I mean, if we let's just have a little look through the history here. I'm not going to go through every single port. I'm just going to go through the different games in the series. There was Puzzle Bobble 2 in 1994. There was then Puzzle Bobble 2X, which is basically Puzzle Bobble 2 with different levels, harder levels and things like that, in 1995. Puzzle Bobble 3 in 1996, and then Puzzle Bobble 4 in 1997. Then, as it was very closely linked with SNK, it released a version called Puzzle Bobble Mini on the Neo Geo Pocket in 1999. Then there was Super Puzzle Bobble and Super Puzzle Bobble 2 in 1999 and 2002 respectively. They were sort of PlayStation 2 versions. Then you had Super Puzzle Bobble All Stars in 2003. Puzzle Bobble Mobile was a Java version released for various mobile phones in 2003 as well. And also Puzzle Bobble Versus on the N-Gage gaming phone in 2003. Then we had Buster Move Deluxe. Buster Move was the sort of Western name for the title. So it was Puzzle Ball in Japan, Buster Move in Europe and America. So in 2004 you had Buster Move Deluxe on the PSP. You had Ultra Buster Move on the Xbox in 2004. Then in 2005 the DS got its version in Puzzle Bobble DS. Then an updated version of Ultra Buster Move called Ultra Puzzle Bobble Pocket was released for the PSP in 2006. Then we had Buster Move Bash on the Wii in 2007. There was Space Puzzle Bobble, which was the DS's only sequel, in 2008. Then in 2009 the more modern consoles got its versions, with Puzzle Bobble Plus on WiiWare and Puzzle Bobble Live on the Xbox Live Arcade. Then it went to the iOS in 2009 with just Puzzle Bobble. Then Puzzle Bobble Universe, first time the game went into 3D on the 3DS in 2011. And also in 2011 you had Puzzle Bobble Online, which was developed by NeoWiz Games, a free Korean sort of free-to-play MMO type company. So as you can see, I mean, it's had so many different versions of the games, and I mean, every single version of those games, you know, a lot of them were very specific to the console that they came out on and things like that, but, you know, sort of Puzzle Bobble 1 and 2 were released on SNES and 3DO and Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, and, you know, it was ported to everything under the sun, because obviously it's a simplistic puzzle game and it's incredibly popular. And I mean, it is one of my favourite games to play when I play my old arcade machines and games and things like that. There we go. So first ranking, FBF, as it should be. There's Puzzle Bobble for you. It's a great game, highly recommended to kill some time. And that's the end of episode 3 of One Credit Only here on Final Boss Fight.